Welcome, 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 guys, to our Entrepreneurs Morning Vitamins. Today is Monday, it's a new week. We are ready to get out and to change some lives. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Today we have some great men and a beautiful lady on the panel. We have Earl, our great leader, Earl Cox. I call him the general. And we have for Anne, and has joined us. She just joined us now, and we do have a guest speaker for today, and he is Vaughn. Vaughn is joining us from Birmingham, Alabama. He is actually a preacher. He is a man of God, as I call him. He is a pastor, a preacher, actually a street preacher. What you call marketplace ministry. So he can preach. He's just a preaching machine. He can preach anywhere, anywhere you meet him. He's been in the industry for a very, very long time. And he told me this morning that he's just excited. He's excited to share with us what is burning in his heart this season. And what he's saying is that the topic he wants to talk about today is why you need to stay committed to the plan and to the company. Again, the topic that Vaughn is going to be talking on today is why you need to stay committed to the plan and to the company. He said he's also excited about the growth that is about to happen, because we have heard from very great guys in the industry that this is the year 2015. This is the year for home-based business. So he says he feels it, he sees it, and he's excited about the growth that we are about to embark on. So without further ado, Vaughn, welcome. We're glad to have you, sir. And just take it away.
I think we just lost him.
We lost him. We lost him, guys. I know he'll be coming back. Hey, look at you, beautiful. Look at that gorgeous little thing. She's adorable.
Yeah, she's not there. You know, school's off today, so for her.
Oh, okay.
She'll be home with me, yeah.
Wow. All right, let's see. Vaughn
Hello,
Merritt.
hello, everybody.
Hey,
hello?
Welcome back.
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry, I got disconnected. You know, I worked for almost 20 years as a network support technician, and the one thing I've learned is that technology is still more art than science.
All right, Vaughn, I don't know if you did hear my introduction. I did introduce you to our viewers, so the floor is now yours. You can go ahead and do your training.
Okay, great, guys. Again, I want to thank you, Earl and Jackie. I want to thank you guys for your leadership. I'm so proud to be on your team. I want to welcome everybody else who's joining us to this call. And what I really want to talk about today is commitment and why you need to make a commitment to one company in order to see success. Now, like I said, Jackie's already pretty much introduced me, and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in network marketing off and on for well over 20 years. I think the first network marketing company I joined was Amway back in 1993, and you know, for the past 20 some odd years, I've always been involved in one company or another. But I'm really excited because in the last year I've gotten involved with Ingresso Cybernetico, and it's an awesome company with an awesome plan. And I know that on these morning vitamin things, we're not really trying to promote any single company, but just about the network marketing industry as a whole. One of the things that I've found is the biggest reason why people don't have success is because they join a company and they don't make a commitment to build that business. You know, they try at it, And, if they're not making, 10 grand a month by, 90 days, they're ready to quit and jump on to the next thing. Well, I found in my years of experience, one of the things that I found is key in order to really have success. You have to make a commitment. You have to find a company that has a product and or a service or something that you really believe in, and you have to make a commitment to build that business. We talk a lot about focus, and I've developed an acronym for focus that really sums up what commitment is. Focus means find one company and use that company to build a foundation of success. Once you've seen success, then you may want to branch out and diversify. But the key to actually seeing success in network marketing, you have to focus on building one business. And that's what's got me excited about the 90-day challenge, because the 90-day challenge causes people to focus and commit for at least 90 days, to building a foundation in our business. Hello? Are you guys still there?
It was still here.
Yes, we're here. We can hear you.
Yeah. So that's just key, and especially for, again, people that are new to network marketing, because when you're new, here's the thing: when you're new, you get out there and you start prospecting and making connections with other people, and what's really typical is that people in other network marketing companies are going to try to recruit you into their business. So it's important especially for new people, to focus and make a commitment to staying with the company that you're with and building with the product or service that you're marketing. It's just so important that you focus and be committed, because if you're not, then you're just not going to see success. And the problem too is that there's a pattern that if you don't commit to one company, then guess what's going to happen at the next company that you go to? You're going to do the same thing there. You're going to try it out, and if you're not making $1,000 an hour within 30 days, you're going to quit and go to the next thing. So it's important to understand that commitment is what's really necessary for success. And I noticed that because, again, I've been around the industry for a long time, and if you listen to the stories of a lot of the top leaders in the industry, a lot of them, when they tell their story, they'll tell you how they got involved with a company, and some of them for 1 or 2 or 3 years, they didn't make any money. But the thing was, they stayed committed. They stayed committed to that business and that opportunity. And then eventually what happened was, because they focused and stayed committed, when their business actually took off, it just skyrocketed. So, that just, to me, reinforces the idea that commitment is key to success.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Vaughn, I don't know. I'm not sure if did you want us to interject? Did you want us to ask some questions as you go, or you wanted to flow all the way to the end? And then we can ask you some questions.
Sure. I mean, I'm open for for any questions you guys may have. If people are putting in questions, I'm open to answering those questions.
Oh, wonderful. So, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat room, and we're gonna read those questions to Mr. Vaughn. And Al, do you have any questions? And do you have, while waiting for our viewers to ask their questions, because we usually have some delays. Do you have any questions for Vaughn?
No, I like what he said. I like that acronym for focus. I really, really like that. So I've been taking notes. Questions, no, you do have to be committed, and it is easy to jump on the next best thing that comes along. And I see people do that all the time. In fact, I was guilty of it probably 2 years ago and went from place to place. But I wasn't passionate about it. And I know you have to be passionate about what you do. That is so, so true. So.
Yeah, another thing, if I can just interject, see, another thing about commitment is you have to have, we always talk about a why and a vision or a goal, and you have to, if you're going to do this business, you need to understand that network marketing, and the reason why I got involved in network marketing is a people business. You have to have a vision or a goal that's really about helping people. It's got to be about more than just making money, because, I'll give you a perfect example. When I first, like I said, when I first got involved in network marketing, I worked for, almost 20 years in the technology industry. I was a computer network technician, and I made good money on my job. So if what happens is, if you get involved with a business and it's really all about just making money, then what's going to happen is, if you get in and you don't find yourself making a lot of money real fast, you're not going to stay committed. So you also have to have a goal or a vision that is about more than just making money. That's why I say you have to have a product or a service or a company that you actually believe in the mission of that company, because having a bigger vision will help you to stay committed, especially if you're not making a whole lot of money in the beginning.
So true.
Wow, so true. As I listened to you speak, Mr. Vaughn, there was something very profound that you said, that the number one reason, there are several reasons why people don't make it in this industry. There are several factors involved, but you said the number one reason in your experience is because we hop from one thing to the next because of the lack of focus. Listening,
Right.
listening to that, I'm thinking I would like to take one step backward, and bring some clarity in this. That what I have noticed in my 15 years or so in the industry is that not every company is for everyone. So, like Anne just said, once you have passion, once you love what you promote, there is no way in the world somebody should be talking you out of it. So what does that imply? That implies that the number one equation before even you being tempted, or you being taken advantage of by whoever, you must first and foremost find a company. It's like marriage. It's like the act of marriage. You must find a man or a woman that you're compatible with, like a soulmate. So there are thousands and thousands of companies out there. The company that I belong to may not be the company for you. The company that you belong to may not be the company for me. So I believe that the initial step, what is very pivotal right here, is that let us find a company, like you're looking for a wife or a husband, that perfect match. You alone knows what you're passionate about. Now find a company that promotes something that you love. In that way, when you get out to promote it, it's not like you're under any duress, or you're hungry, you're hunting for people, or you're hungry for money. No, you're actually changing lives with something that you love and you believe in. And once that problem, that equation is taken out of the way, that problem is solved, I think the rate of people hopping from one thing to the other is going to, is really going to drastically reduce once we start teaching people to find a company that you believe in. You believe in the vision, you believe in the products, and then go ahead and promote it and stick to it. Stay focused on you until you make it. Let people not talk you out of your dream. So thank you so much. It's a very important topic you're touching on. The industry, like Dwayne Golden says, has a black eye. The industry is sick, and we need to keep touching on issues like this so that we can educate the masses, we can educate people, especially the new ones who are coming in. What is the
You
point?
know that. You know, I just wanted to say, Jackie, that again, you know, something that you said was really so important, and that is finding a company that is compatible with your own vision and dreams. Again, I like to use Ingresso Cybernetico as an example because that's the company that I'm committed to. Being a technology person, and Ingresso Cybernetico is really marketing technology, and that's one of the things that attracted me to it, because you know, as I brand myself as Von the No BS guy, and one of the things that is my goal in business, I like to help people learn how to use technology in order to leverage that, so that they can use technology in order to leverage their time and energy and to be able to build a business while working a job. And it just happens that the products and the services and things that Ingresso puts out are completely compatible with that. You know what I mean? They're the tools and things that you actually need to use technology to build a business. And
Absolutely.
so, you know, I found something that was completely compatible with me. And again, that is important, because if it's not something that is really compatible with your vision and your dreams of what you really want to do, then you're not going to stay committed to it.
Absolutely, absolutely, Vaughn. Talking about compatibility, I'm thinking of, I'm going to use myself as an example. I have people, you know, when you're in the industry, people pitch you every day. I have people who pitch me on weight loss product, and they come with shakes. You know, there are some companies who have shakes for weight loss as weight loss product. I tell them, I say, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care how good your compensation plan is. I don't care if you're going to sign me up. I don't drink shakes. How am I going to sell shakes to people when I don't even drink it? So I mean, that's, you know, that's just I think a very good example for people to consider. You can't sell something that you don't consume.
That's correct.
And can I just say one more thing? Another reason why you also need to make a commitment to a business, and I always use this analogy when I'm talking to people, especially about getting involved in the network marketing business. Sometimes the problem is how we sell the business, because we sell people on this idea that they're going to get started in a business, and within 30 days they're just going to be making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month. And another one of the key reasons why people fail in marketing, especially online, is people don't understand that you have to be trained. And here's an analogy that I use. If you want to be a doctor, right, because you know doctors make a lot of money, or a lawyer, then you know going out, all right, you're going to have to go to college for 4 years, and then after you graduate from undergrad, you're going to have to go to grad school or law school, and you understand going in, it's going to take some level of commitment, and that is also going to take some time before you're actually seeing those big dollars. Well, online marketing and internet marketing and network marketing is the same thing. If you know, the folks who are making the big dollars, most of them have been in the industry for quite some time, because you have to learn how to market. You have to learn how to build a network and build relationships and things with people that lead to lasting residual income in a network marketing business. So that's another reason why you need to be committed, and you need to find a company and a product and a service that you feel comfortable, that, you know, like when I joined Ingresso, it may be a year since I joined Ingresso Cybernetico. And when I joined in May of last year, I always ask myself, could you see yourself doing this for a year or 2 years? Because the bottom line is, if you ask most of the top earners in the industry, the average among them, and I've studied this, the average among them, it took 2 to 3 years for them to really get into 6 figures of consistent residual income. So people need to understand that it takes time to really build a big business. And so because of that, you need to be willing to find a company with a product or a service or something that you are willing to commit at least 1 year. I won't join a business if I'm not willing to commit at least 6 months to 1 year, because I know the learning curve and there's a training and education process that has to take place before you can really build a big business.
Wonderful. Al, do you have something to add?
Yes, yes, I do. But basically, with commitment, guys, Vaughn, exactly, I agree with 100% what you said. The questions people should be asking themselves, or what people should really think about, is that what actually going to happen if you commit at least 6 months to a year in building your business? What change could that have made in your life? If you had decided to stay one place committed, then you'd be jumping around. You just think about that. That should actually tell you something. By you staying committed at least 6 months to a year, what you could actually do in between that time, then you jump into another company or another opportunity, that will actually help you in the long run. Because right now, a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, right now the family is actually suffering because while you keep hopping around and you're still not making ends meet. You're still having problems, you're still having issues. So that's something you need to think about. You're not doing this by yourself. Your family is involved in you. No matter if your significant other is not supporting you, you're still doing it for them. And you have to know when it's time to settle down. You have to make them believe in you and what you're doing. Because if today you're doing one thing, tomorrow you're doing something else, guess what? Your family's still not. They're not gonna really understand what you're doing, because all they're seeing is by you hopping from different companies to different companies, and you're not making any ends meet. You're not making no change. So that's why a lot of families right now are having these problems with, as entrepreneurs. You're all not connecting because they're not seeing the value in what you're doing. They don't have to believe in you. So you have to be committed in whatever you're doing, whatever company that you're promoting. You have to be committed. At least do a year, guys. Do a year or 6 months. And every company, if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's fine. I understand that. Jackie brought a prime example with a shake, with the energy. With the shakes that you drink. If you're not drinking that stuff and you're trying to sell it to someone, it's not going to work because you're not passionate about it. I'm saying? You're not consuming it, so you can't really sell something that you're not using to someone. You can't commit yourself to doing it because you're not believing that product or that service that you're providing. So it's all about being committed, guys. Being committed in what you're doing. You have to believe in yourself and believe in what you have. And until you really accept that, until you get that point, you will just be actually shooting the breeze. You're just going along for the ride, and that's not what being an entrepreneur is. That's not what you building a successful business is, right? You have to actually have passion for what you do. I always say passion is the only thing that's going to drive you. If you believe in 100% in what you have and what you're doing, you're going to see success. It might not be today, not might be tomorrow. It could be 6 months down the line, even a year down the line. That's not a problem. That's just marketing. That's part of doing business. Like I said, every time you go there and start a traditional business, I always give this example, McDonald's. You start a McDonald's today, you will not make that money back in a year or 2 years. The advantage we have here in network marketing is that, yes, you actually will have to actually invest in yourself, but the thing is, it's a low overhead. It's got a low overhead to start. And you should be looking out to profit in a couple of days. What if it take you a year to profit back? Nothing wrong with that. This is your business. It's gonna pay off no matter when. It's gonna pay off. You just have to be committed to building it. Right? When you get started, you invest that money into yourself. You have to commit it to yourself to make it happen. No one's going to do it for you but yourself. So you could just stop blaming your sponsor, stop blaming your team. You got to blame yourself. You got to find it within yourself to make things right. Only you is the only one could actually make changes in your life and your family's life. We could actually, we're here to support you. Your team is there to support you. Your sponsor is there to support you. But you have to make that commitment to make it happen for you. Right, you and your family. You always have to think about yourself and your family. Always, right? Always keep that in mind. Whatever you're doing, just like you said in your goals, you're committed to achieve your goals. That's all part of commitment. Commitment is a broad category. Committed to build your business. Committed to achieve your goals. You just are the only one to do it. We can't stress that no more.
Awesome, Al. Awesome. I don't know if Anne has one last word to add before we close. I do have a question for Vaughn, though, but I just want to see if Anne has anything to add.
I think they covered it. I think you covered it very well. No, I really don't have anything to add. I've experienced what Earl was just talking about, and as far as you know, being committed and then having others support you, because if you're not committed, then they're not going to support you. I had that situation in my own family, so I know you have to be committed, and it has to be something that you're passionate about. And I love Vaughn bringing up why. You have to have a big why, especially when those downtimes come, and they do come. You know,
Yep.
you have to have that why to keep you going.
Absolutely, and the why definitely keeps us going, because business has its seasons. There are seasons when business is booming, and there are seasons when it's not. That's just business. So only your why is going to keep you motivated and keep you going. With that being said, I'm going to go back to Vaughn. I know we have 2 more minutes to close. I have a question for you, Vaughn. Not really a
Yes.
question per se. I want you to look into the camera and talk to those who are new in this industry, knowing that it is the #1 industry in the world where anybody, I mean anybody from any part of the world, can literally move from grass to grace if they are committed, if they are focused, if they are hardworking, if they are passionate, and they don't quit. Now, I want you to look into the camera and talk to the new people who have joined this industry. And you and I will see them every day jumping from one thing to the next, from one thing to the next. What can you tell them, like somebody who's been in this thing for over 20 something years? What can you tell them today?
Well, I can definitely tell you this. I've been involved with network marketing for over 20 something years, and it's because I recognized 20 something years ago, network marketing is the kind of business that is set up for you to win if you do two things: get in and don't quit. If you get in and you commit and you don't quit, you will win in network marketing. It's that kind of business. The other thing is that network marketing is a people business. In the end, it's really all about building networks of people in order to move products and services. That's what network marketing is. The moving of products and services by building networks of people and relationships. And understand this, when you go to build a network marketing business, and it's one of the reasons why self-development and self-improvement is so important, because the biggest part of our model is it's based on attraction, and you attract what you are. So you need to also ask yourself that if I'm going to build a business, then I want to attract people that are committed builders. And if I'm not committed, then will I be attracting people that are committed? So that's that's one of the things that I want to leave you with. You want to attract people that are going to make a commitment and build a business along with you. So in order to attract people like that, you have to first become a person like that. So find a product, a service, a company, or something that you believe in, and make a commitment to building that business.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Guys, you have heard from the expert. I'm telling you, a word to a wise is enough. He has come with a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience. We would love to have him back. Vaughn, we can't thank you enough, sir. We are humbled and we do appreciate you. You are just an amazing person, and that person that the team looks up to as a servant leader.
I want to thank you guys too for having me on. And I always tell Earl this in the chat, because Earl is actually my upline. He's the one that brought me in the business, and I always tell him that in the chat, because I think it's important that we understand that Real leaders are people who lead with their example. And I always like to take time to thank Earl because he's not someone that just brought me in the business. Like, unfortunately, too many sponsors do that. They bring people in the business, and then once you sign up, it's like they go ghost. You don't see them anymore. But Earl from day one has always been out there with examples and leading by his example. He doesn't tell us to do stuff. What he does is he goes out, he does it, and then he comes back to us and he says, hey guys, this is what I'm doing and it's working, so now let me show you how to do it. And I want to thank you, Earl, for doing that, for being a leader who leads by and with your example. That's a very valuable and rare thing in network marketing these days. So thanks, both Earl and Jackie. You guys are really leading the way with your example, and the rest of us can just hope to follow.
I appreciate that, Vaughn. That was really strong. Hey, I'm blushing right now. I'm blushing, Vaughn. I really appreciate that, guys. It's all about helping others get what they want. You know, I just strongly believe in that, and that's the only how we could actually make a change in what's happening in the industry. You know, we are the ones to make the change, and we have to do it. If we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And the industry, as Jackie said, the industry have a black eyes. You know, so we have to actually be the one to make the changes that we want to. And the industry, we want to change that, change the way it's always going. You know, make it the right way. Let people see it the right way. You know, a lot of people see the network marketing industry as, you know, a bad thing, right? Every time you bring up a network marketing, I always think, hey, it's a scam, because that's the type of view they're getting from a lot of people out there. You know, so we are the ones to actually make that change, guys. So, you know, you have to the people that you bring into business, guys, you have to stick with them. You have to help them, you know what I'm saying? Guide them, show them the way. But as I said, we're not going to do it for them, but we just guide them on, you know what I'm saying, much success to everyone. You know, that's what about everyone here. We all have the same vision, same goal, so everyone work towards it. Commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Commitment. Focus, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Our time is up. And guys, let's go out and change the culture. Let's go out, change lives, and make our industry more attractive. God bless you all. Thank you again.
God bless, Jackie. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Vaughn. Thanks,
Thank you,
Ann.
Bob.
All righty.
All right.